Tattoos are one of the most popular forms of self-expression we have nowadays. While permanently marking one's skin has been present in many cultures for centuries, only recently has the practice become mainstream. With the stigma around tattoos having lessened over time, they're only becoming more and more popular, with roughly 1 in 3 people in the US having at least one tattoo, if not more. I myself have several. And what's great is that with this widespread popularity, you can get a tattoo of basically whatever you want. However, that doesn't always mean that the tattoo itself is going to be good. And that brings me to the topic of Pokémon tattoos. Now don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that all Pokémon tattoos are inherently bad. I've seen plenty that are extremely well done, super creative, or even just hilarious. However, with a franchise like Pokémon, I think you and I can both agree that there are some tattoos inspired by it that are just awful. Today I want to have a bit of fun and look over a bunch of Pokémon tattoos I found online and make some jokes at their expense. Now before I jump in, I feel the need to say that this is just all my opinion. Tattoos, like all art forms, are subjective. Something I think is terrible might be someone's favorite, and vice versa. I'm sure if I were to show off some of my tattoos, there'd be people in the comments roasting me, so just remember that this is all my own take. And second, I'm just doing this for laughs. In the extremely unlikely scenario where you end up seeing one of your tattoos in the video, there's no need to have any hurt feelings. Just know that I appreciate the sacrifice of your skin for content. Ooh, is YouTube gonna be okay with that sentence? Whatever, let's just jump in. Now let's start off with a bit of a game.
Who's that Pokémon? It's Charmander!
So this is probably the most infamous Pokémon tattoo around. It blew up on Reddit several years back and is now the ever-loved meme, Shitty Charmander. If you didn't know, the guy who posted it said that he and his amateur tattoo artist friend were drunk and on drugs when he decided this is the perfect time to get a tattoo of Charmander. Let this be a lesson, kids. This is your brain normally, this is your brain on drugs. The only question I'm left with is it really a bad tattoo? On one hand, yes, absolutely. But it's so popular and loved, maybe it's actually amazing. Speaking of Charmander and drugs, next up is this little guy. Well, I guess I shouldn't say little guy since he has the stance of a 50-year-old drunk uncle on Thanksgiving, all wonky-eyed looking for a hug that nobody wants to give him. Okay, maybe I'm being a bit too harsh on this Charmander. But at the same time, I don't think I'm in the wrong for saying this is one Charmander that I wouldn't mind leaving out in the rain. Just saying. Okay, let's look at one more Charmander tattoo. Oh, Jesus! Damn, I know the last Charmander looks like he got hit with a shovel, but this is just too far. What did he do to deserve this? It honestly reminds me of the violent Pokémon parody games that PETA put out a while back. I mean, damn, this is a kid's game. Could you imagine if little Billy was playing Pokémon and ran into this monstrosity in the wild? That poor child. I just hope he wouldn't think that it's a shiny and starts trying to show it off to all of his friends. Ugh, even looking at it gives me chills. The real unfortunate thing is that Charmander here isn't even the only Generation 1 starter to get this sort of mistreatment. If you thought that was bad, prepare yourself. Good God, Pikachu, what the hell happened? I mean, I'm not a big fan of Pikachu or anything, but this is just gruesome. Don't forget, these are tattoos. Somebody elected to get this on their body, permanently. Even if this is the best done tattoo of the bunch so far, this is serial killer behavior right here. You know how killing animals as children are huge red flags for that shit? This is just one step removed. I mean, dear God, what would Ash say if he saw this? It's a good thing he just became world champion because it looks like Pikachu is out of commission. Forever. R.I.P. Rest in Pikachu. Speaking of the little yellow mascot, he's the subject of so many more terrible tattoos, like this one. Now, I'll admit, this is easily the best done tattoo we've looked at yet. However, even with its high quality, I can't help but feel viscerally uncomfortable from the way he's looking at me. The slightly shut eyes, that smug grin, the chain, the chest hair. Ugh, sorry, hairball. I think the chest hair is especially unnerving because Pikachu has fur, right? He is a mouse after all. So the fact that he has specific chest hairs that are darker is it a mating thing? You know, actually, I'd rather not know. I'm just thankful that the daycare people have to deal with that and not us. Oof, that one was rough. Let's look at one more Pikachu. Wow. You know, I'll just go ahead and say it. I like this one. It's in that category of bad, but it knows it. You know how something intentionally ugly is sort of cute? That's this Pikachu. And with that eye patch, so much mystery. Could he be an old pirate king? Maybe an ex-spy who left the industry? Or is this an evil version of Pikachu bent on destroying the world? No, it's just a shitty tattoo. He's still cute though, especially with that weird little foot on the bottom left. Honestly, I'd even consider getting this tattoo. Let's say 10,000 likes on this video and I'll get this tattoo. Super easy, right? I really don't want to get this tattoo, so please don't like it too much. But seriously though, drop a like and subscribe if you've made it this far. I would appreciate it. Hey look, Pikachu found some friends! This is one of those tattoos where I hope it's a child's drawing that a proud parent decided to get on them. I mean, hey, it's still better than anything I could draw. Yeah, it's definitely not great, but overall it's not the worst on the list. I can tell what everything is, which is more than I could say for some. But anyways, the time for fun and games is over, everyone. Time to go back into your Pokeballs. Now where did I leave Pikachu's Pokeball? Oh. Now I understand why Pikachu likes to stay out of the ball. There's so much I want to say about this tattoo, but I think just sitting here and staring at it will get the point across better than I could through words. So let's just sit here together and stare. You good? Yeah, me too. But hey, at least it's on his hand. There's a few other places for Pokeballs he could have chosen, so I'm glad this is all we were subjected to. The last several tattoos have been pretty poor to say the least. Let's switch gears over to a well done one. Ah, just what I was looking for. Ready? Sing it with me. Pokémon, gotta snort them all. Jesus Christ. Have I mentioned that this is a kid's game? I mean, I'm sure a Pokemon adventure is hard, but I didn't know it drove trainers to these lengths. Is this the secret to how Ash stayed young all those years? He does seem to have a youthful look in his eyes. Or, no wait, he's just high out of his mind. And then Pikachu. I mean, God, this isn't a Pikachu I would want to face in battle. You see that face? That's the face of a Pokemon ready to murder you in cold blood. I mean, geez, Pikachu, lay off the Herba Mystica for once, you know? Now I understand why Arven was so focused on collecting that herb, if you know what I'm saying. It's no wonder Mabostiff perked up after a little bit of that stuff. But in all seriousness, it is a really well done tattoo. It's just too bad that after this, the only type of badge Ash will be seeing is a police badge. Speaking of badges, next we have this confident person. You don't have enough badges to control me. So, you're a Pokemon? I mean, badges are used to control high-level Pokemon, so you must be. Are you a Lickitung? Kangaskhan? Snorlax? Wait, no, I need to stop guessing normal types, because with a tattoo like this, you're anything but normal. Funny enough, the most disappointing part of this tattoo for me is the badges themselves. The fact that I can tell just from a quick look that the spacing isn't even is disappointing. Maybe that's why they got it in a spot where they don't have to see it often. I don't blame them for that, because I'm tired of looking at it too. Let's move on. Alright, now we're hitting the more NSFW part of the video. May I present to you this beauty. Such beauty, such grace, and a gorgeous fish for a face! You might have heard of the term butterface, but this is the opposite. The face is by far the moneymaker here. Or at the very least, it helps distract from this awkward foot down here. Regardless, this is just fantastic. I can't get over how well the Magikarp was done. Big respect to the owner for the commitment. Now all that we're waiting for is the buff Feebas and we'll have a matching set. Well done, sexy Magikarp. Well done. Speaking of sexy Pokemon, oh god, I can't believe I just said that out loud. The last one I want to show you today is Psyduck. Let's all just take it in for a second. Okay, so off the bat, amazing work. Psyduck's tattoos are a really great detail, especially with the surprised Pikachu meme we have hidden in there. That along with the number 54, Psyduck's dex number, just shows great attention to detail. And that might be all I can say about it. While I could comment on the Staryu, the face as a whole, and Shelter's tongue, I feel like I'm one or two jokes away from getting a strike on my channel. So I'll just leave you with this question. If Shelter biting Slowpoke's tail helps it evolve into Slowbro, what happens if it bites this Psyduck's tail? Let me know your answer in the comments. I'm both excited and terrified for your answers. Alright, that was a bit of a different video. Part of me feels the need to flush my eyes out really quick. But before I do, thanks for watching. This video was a lot of fun to put together, and I'd love to do it again if y'all are interested. Be sure to subscribe and drop a like for more content like this, and ring the bell so you'll get notified whenever there's a new upload. I hope you have a good one, and as thanks for making it to the end of the video, here's a picture of my dog. Talk to y'all soon.